These women are probably cheating on you. Biggest red flag. Which women are most likely to cheat on you? Don't be fooled into thinking that appearance or reputation is the driving force. The reality is much closer to home. It's not about protecting virginity. It's about a woman's value in her partner. When a man cannot tolerate the end of a relationship, dissatisfaction, loneliness, unappreciation, and a desire for something else creep in. The door then opens to potential suitors. Remember, it's not just about the emotion of the moment. It can stem from deeper issues such as fading love, emotional isolation, or a desire to break free from social norms. Think about the moments when a relationship loses its spark, when it gets boring or the emotional connection weakens. These are turning points where someone new can enter the scene. As they say, when the door of opportunity opens, some women may be tempted to walk through it. This is not about finger-pointing. It's about understanding the factors that can lead to lost hearts. So the next time you think about the biggest red flags, take a look at your connection dynamics. After all, the answer may be closer than you think. In today's video, we're going to talk about the women who are most likely to cheat on you. Biggest red flag number 7. He wants to dominate the relationship. Meet the female counterpart of an alpha male, a potential red flag for relationship problems. Women who exude dominance tend to be more prone to cheating. They have an insatiable appetite for various aspects of life, including their desires in the bedroom. Driven by a hunger that is difficult to satisfy, they are not afraid to use cunning methods to achieve their goals. This hunger for more can spill over into their romantic life and lead them down the treacherous path of infidelity. Even if they commit to a partnership, it may remain a shallow endeavor as they continue to pursue multiple sexual partners. It's a story as old as time. The lure of someone's attention can make them dive into a relationship, but that doesn't stop them from pursuing new conquests. A desire for control and power can lead them to explore unknown territories outside the boundaries of their committed relationship. Number 6. The one who is not sexually satisfied. At the top of the list of potential cheating indicators is a woman who finds herself unsatisfied in the bedroom. The equation is simple. If his intimate needs are constantly unfulfilled, the likelihood of seeking satisfaction elsewhere increases significantly. Consider a situation where a woman feigns pleasure or rarely experiences extreme pleasure with her partner. Over time, the need for real physical connection becomes overwhelming. That unfilled void forces her to explore the world outside of her current relationship. It's a fact that research points out. Sexual disruption and frequency create an environment ripe for infidelity. When partners don't get along in bed, the temptation to find fulfillment outside becomes tempting. Loosely woven intimate fabric is susceptible to tearing. Understanding the importance of sexual satisfaction in a relationship is of utmost importance. Number 5. He cheated before. An undeniable red flag that cannot be ignored is his past cheating. It is important to explore and understand if he carried the burden of cheating in his past relationships, a fact that he may not have openly communicated. Revealing this appearance is a cautious move that illuminates his tendency to deceive. Also consider the possibility that he was close to a bystander of the scam, be it family or close friends. Exposure to a history of infidelity can greatly affect his outlook. If he saw these actions without serious consequences, he may consider cheating banal, making him more susceptible to the same behavior. To understand why he might cheat on you, it is important to find out the influences that shape his beliefs. Knowing his background can provide insight into his vulnerability to cheating. Number 4. She focuses too much on her privacy. Another sign is when a woman becomes too secretive and guards her privacy like a treasure chest. He will do everything possible to keep his phone password protected by preventing calls in your presence. The workplace and personal information of his friends are secret. He manages a situation where the partner is largely unaware of his life. This increased emphasis on privacy often paves the way for extramarital affairs. He carefully operates under the radar and ensures that his actions do not arouse suspicion. The goal is not necessarily to cut ties with your partner, but to surrender to a secret twin life. It's a precarious balancing act between the life he portrays and the life he secretly leads. Too much secrecy can lead to disaster. Number 3. A woman who lies well. A striking characteristic of a woman prone to infidelity is her ability to lie. If he has an uncanny ability to make up stories with seemingly irrefutable evidence, you're dealing with a potential con artist. These skilled con artists excel at weaving complex stories, clever timing of words, and clever presentation to undermine belief. Their abilities go beyond mere deception. It is the orchestration of the entire manipulation. In the face of revelation, they create stories so compelling that you will be confused and question what you knew. Instead of blaming, you are forced to empathize with the circumstances he came up with. This cycle repeats, becoming more frustrating and confusing each time. Identifying the pattern is paramount before complacency takes over. The old saying applies: deceive me once, shame on you. Cheat me twice, for shame. Number 2. A woman too late. A big red flag for a potential wife is an insatiable desire for more. These women are constantly dissatisfied with their current circumstances, whether it is money, love, care, emotional support, or attention. Their lust knows no bounds. Any gesture to satisfy them is lacking, because their hunger for more remains unquenched. Their desires are as wide as their horizons, and even genuine efforts to bring joy are met with greater thirst. Happiness seems difficult, forever just out of reach. Although these women are not inherently prone to infidelity, they are drawn to someone who can seemingly fulfill their incessant desires. The old saying holds true: the grass is always greener on the other side. Their insatiable demands create a gap, a void that is difficult to fill. The danger comes when someone who can bridge the gap enters their world and causes them to teeter on the edge of infidelity. Number 1. The one who constantly shifts the blame. Among the warning signs of a possible cheating spouse is the ability to skillfully blame your partner. These people are able to cast shadows of suspicion, giving the impression that their partner is to blame. Their practiced art gives the impression that they have no choice but to seek solace outside their relationship. Such women are experts at shaping perceptions, weaving a narrative that paints them as victims of circumstance. Their complicated stories convince others that their search for happiness outside the relationship is the result of their partner's alleged transgressions. Their ability is to dive deep into their partner's psyche and sow guilt even when innocence prevails. The danger of this function is its potential to create a distorted reality where blame becomes the main currency of communication. Trust crumbles and is replaced by a toxic dynamic that paves the way for infidelity. Show your support at the end of this video. Like and subscribe for more content like this. Stay tuned for the next one.